the purposes of this stream, you must be 18 years and older. There will be no doxing, slurs, religion, or politics. Fuckery will not be tolerated. Be respectful to myself, the host, chat, and mods. This is Yo's Voices. Let's go!
There's a bike right there in the middle of the road.
Here we go. Here we go.
There, sorry if I missed your comments. Hey, you want to say hello? You want to say hello? Hello. Hey, this is Richard. Everybody. What's going on? This is Richard. He is one of the guys. He's going to come along on the journey. My buddy up here, you know, he's a little more private, so we ain't gonna put him on screen unless he wants to. I am gonna catch him in the act though when we're out west. You know, we're gonna be fishing and probably chopping firewood and things like that. And you know, I figured that's some good content. So I'm gonna take some pictures and make some AI out of it, put it on the internet. But yeah, I got two solid dudes that are coming along with me. Very excited. I tell you what, as y'all know,
How much of the soda's in here?
not cheap. Yeah, not even close. It's good here. It's just, yeah. Until next paycheck, I'd rather, you know. Ready for? You bet.
Ready, man. Hey,
Hey, I don't know if you heard, they killed the president of Iran.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Hey. Iran is like the worst. The worst. Iran is so fucked up.
Yeah.
Iron Sheik beat Hulk Hogan.
You give it 3 weeks, we're going to take the country. I guarantee it. Welcome to the broadcast, everyone. Okay, where were we? I'll make sure I didn't miss any of your comments. Oh, yeah. So normally, right, I would go out and I'd travel and, you know, I would just do my own thing and kind of just keep going and going and going and going and going.
I gotta get myself ready.
Well, this time, you know,
Bigo,
I'll do the walking and we'll post up and stop places, you know, maybe get Airbnbs here and there, things like that. Spend a couple of weeks at a time in places instead of just, you know, trekking too far, too fast for too long. Make it worthwhile for everyone, you know. And with these two guys with me, it's something I've never done. This is my first time traveling this way and having company, you know, having people with me. So it'll be good. And, you know, we're going to put our heads together. We all got our own sort of smarts, if you will, and different skill sets. So, you know, it's exciting. I'm excited. It's going to be a good time. But as far as right now, we are in Vegas. The exciting area of Vegas, if you will. It's a little further downtown. But I figured I'd stop in, say good morning, and see how y'all are doing, because we're going to head over and get some coffee for the morning. And then we're going to go see a couple of tourist attractions. I am not, maybe I'll come live for it. I don't know. We'll see. But, you know, I'll take pictures, take some videos, and that'll be that. But I'm going to do my best. I got this app, and it shows lists of tourist attractions and different things to see and do pretty much everywhere in the U.S. So it's really expensive. I'm not going to lie to you. It was a very expensive app. But it was worth it because I look on that list, and it even shows, you know, how far away they are and things like that. So as we're walking and doing our thing, we'll be able to come right up on these things and kind of just put them in the, we put them right in the, you know, along the way. We can map out what we're doing as we're going. So, you know, today we'll do 2 or 3 of them, maybe 4. Just find a couple of different spots within a mile or two that I can take pictures of and take videos of. Maybe live stream it for you and put it up here. Throw out social media for you. So thank you for the likes, by the way. I really appreciate the engagement. I appreciate y'all, bringing things still. And yeah. You want to say hi? What? Do you want to be on camera? All right. I told you I was going to do it. That's something I do. So he says hello. You'll get a glimpse of him here and there when we're doing stuff along the road. And I'll tell you what else is nice too. And I was saying this to my buddy is, we'll take pictures and videos of stuff that we're doing. And it doesn't, for the first time since I was where I grew up, really, I'd say for the first time in over 10 years, I'm going to be taking pictures and videos just for the sake of memories to not put on the internet, So like I'll have the photos and videos I take to put on the internet. But I was saying to myself, I'm like, we're going to be taking pictures of places for ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, normal thing, obviously. But I've just been so into all this for so long that I don't even take personal pictures anymore. I don't even take pictures and videos that I keep for myself. So, it'll be good to get out there and, hey, take a group photo with a couple of people, and it ain't just for social media. You know what I mean? It's like a memory, for the sake of memories. But how am I? I'm doing good. How are you? I am, I'm excited, very excited. I am enthused and mostly looking forward to the beach. I cannot wait to get out to the coast. I'm sitting here. I got a couple shopping cart, waterproof, that I could just throw up in my pockets, get myself a good pair of cargo pants or something like that. And anytime, or, cargo shorts, whatever. And I could just jump in the water anytime I want to. That's what I'm excited for. It's just simple things, it's little things for me. And, not yeah. So let's see. Oh, thank you for the messages. By the way, I am, I'm walking right now, so I can't really be answering messages right now. But I will answer messages later on. Thank you for the messages. And as far as the matching feature and doing the battles and all that, I won't be doing much of that. I'm going to be totally straightforward with you. The matching and the battles aren't really my thing on social media. I've been doing live streaming since before the battles and the matching was even a feature. And it's just not my preference. It's not something I enjoy doing. I think it's weird. I think it's weird. So I don't really do it. I come firsthand with you and talk to you, and that's good enough for me. So it's just the fact that I never know who they're matching me with, and it's, you know what I mean? It's, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll have people that do this that, want to do that together, but until then, I kind of just do my own. Yeah. I'm coming. Just make sure the phone's not overheating. No, not even close. This is wonderful. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they give me the shit this morning.
I sit and talk to Richard. Don't get him. He don't want to be in it. Yeah. Don't doubt that you are the next popular winner.
I don't doubt it.
I don't doubt it.
There is no doubt, man. There's no doubt.
Hey, come on, tell him. Give him some of the wisdom you've been giving me.
Man, I ain't got no wisdom right now. I ain't had coffee yet.
Yeah,
The wisdom is coffee first before we get to talking a whole lot. Let's roll.
Yeah. So I need to create an excuse for why we only have 150 people in here. I'm gonna whip this thing out. Thanks for the hearts. See how long it takes to get a violation. Oh man, I'll tell you what, life has changed so much. I couldn't even tell you how much life has changed. You know, it's good, very good. But I'll tell you what, if y'all see videos from me in the past, doesn't even, you know what I mean? Like, I'm the same guy that's had a lot of life experience. Thank you for the 100 likes. Yeah, to any of y'all that are tapping that screen and giving the hearts, I really appreciate it. Back in the day. Yeah, I know some people, they go, oh, here's the story again. And some people get excited, but we used to live stream on an app called Periscope. And that was the live streaming app for Twitter. It integrated into Twitter, became Twitter Live, then Twitter got bought out by X. But we used to live stream on Periscope. And, you know, we had, most of y'all, if you're new, you ain't gonna believe me. If you weren't there, you ain't gonna believe it. But on a third-party streaming platform with the lesser part of 1 million people, we had 16 million hearts accumulated over about 8 months. And you know, it kept growing. But that was the point where I kind of took the last screenshot and I was like, I think we need to start focusing on something more than just the hearts. You know, but at that point we had 16 million hearts. And what was funny is that, you know, the algorithm on that app was, you know, it's kind of new, right? Okay, thank you, Squidward. I had a microphone covered, thank you. The app, you know, it didn't consolidate things, so like the numbers showed up in full, right? It wasn't like 16.5 M, right? It literally showed across it covered the whole screen. You know what I mean? It went across the whole screen, so 16 million. And it was just funny because it looked like a glitch, you know what I mean? And there were a lot of people that would come through and they'd be reporting my account over and over and over again because they genuinely thought that the account was hacked. You know what I mean? They thought that I had the account hacked when I didn't, because, you know, we had 16 million likes and we're getting like, you know, hundreds of people in and not just bots, you know? And I wasn't doing anything. I was literally just sitting there. So, you know, people come into broadcast and like, what's the event? You know, what's the big thing going on? You got to be doing something interesting. I wasn't doing anything. I was literally just sitting in my car, you know, talking to people. So, just sitting in the car talking to people. So, you know, they come in. Some people get excited. and they'd stick around just for the party. And then some people, they'd move along, and they say, yeah, that's not for me. I said, okay, that's fine. And just being that Periscope was such a small platform, most of those people ended up coming back anyway, and eventually they're like, well, there ain't nothing else to watch, so we'll hang out with you. I'm like, all right, I'm here. I'm just trying not to get too far in front of you that I don't get you on here. Anyway. Yeah, but, when I'm out there by myself, I kind of just do my thing. And I'm not hunting, I'm not fishing, I'm not camping. But with these guys, we're going to be having a lot more fun and having some more recreation and, meeting up with people and things like that. Because naturally, being that there's a few of us and we're living that way, we'll be attracted to, and people like us will be attracted, and we'll make friends, and we'll see if we can meet some people that would want to do interviews, like people living on the beach and people who, maybe are doing something exciting. Because, sometimes I'll have people that pick up on the broadcast that are local wherever I'm at, and they want to, they'll show up and maybe they throw me a meal or give me a ride or a hotel or something. Even if I got the money, they just want to, be supportive. Or maybe they have a business and they want to promote it. They're not asking me to do that, but that's what I'll do, And so it could be exciting to meet up with some of these people and, cross promote, because now things are at a level where I can cross promote. And so if somebody shows up and they got a business running, I could do an interview with them, So it could be cool. Thanks for the hearts. Do I still do contracting for the government? Dude, I'm on a live stream. Don't ask me that. Don't ask me that question while I'm on a live stream. That's not cool. Anyway, I guess we're taking a pit stop. So, just give me a minute. So what are y'all doing today? I'll take that question as you're talking too much about yourself. So what are y'all doing? I miss the days. I'll tell you, back in the day, I talk to you, you talk to me. We'd have conversations about what we got going on in our lives, And I know society got tough. Things changed. It's difficult. But, if you feel safe enough to talk with me on here, I'm thankful, because I miss that quite a bit. I miss actually talking to people on here, talking about my life, them talking about their life, making conversation, and then the conversation expands, people get comfortable, and you know what I mean? It goes from there and compounds. But I just got back too, so into that line of work. Send me a message here. Can I send you a message? I don't have a way to send you a message, but send me a message, and what do you call it? Let's see what I can do. Send some signals your way. Just send me it. But send me a message, because I can't. Not while we're live. See, I'll tell you, I try to push the boundaries. I don't try to push the limits, but I will push the boundaries, right? There's a lot of people in my line of work that do also, that kind of thing. And they're pretty heavy on.
Got one, man. One left. Come on.
It looks like he wants it. Do you want the coffee or do you want that? You take that, I'll get the coffee, or we can split it. That's probably even a better idea. Matthew, welcome to the broadcast. What do you call it? There's a lot of people that do what I do that are into the contracting and into all that type of stuff. But they don't talk about it. Me personally, I recognize where the industry is going. and the ability to maintain one's privacy on those topics is waning. And over the next couple of years, it's going to go away completely. So I figure, why not get ahead of the curve, and instead of dodging the question, jump into it, right? So that's the way it is. Yeah, I get into that kind of thing. I work for a lot of different people, or I should say nowadays, for a couple of years, I was working for people, and then I got myself to a point where I developed my own system, and so now I work with people instead of for them. Where's Jethro? Who's Jethro? So now I work with people instead of for them. But it's the kind of thing where you either have to know people, you have to be really good at what you do, or both. And I got good at what I do, and then it turns out that I do know people. I just didn't know I knew people, and so I was able to get into all that. But when it comes down to it, I don't really work for money. I don't want to have to deal with the IRS when it comes to that kind of work. So, you know what I mean? Like I don't really work for money. I work for just about anything that's non-taxable, to tell you the truth. I want to have, and I have, one basic income, not just one income, income stream, but just like a regular income that I pay taxes on. And then anything that I'm doing that I have to put my name to paper as far as work that is, in that realm or spectrum, I really don't want my name on that paper. So I accept forms of payment that are non-taxable, like resources, things like that. Anything that isn't avoiding taxation, but so essentially whatever cannot be taxed. I guess put it to you that way. And that actually gets me a lot more jobs, because they say, wait a second. So we don't have to worry. We don't have to put our name to paper with you, which keeps us clear of that, all the media stuff. Then we don't have to give you money. And then on top of that, you're asking for about 25% of what, the average contractor asked for. So, yep. They said, well, why? I developed my own system. I could do the job and get it done in a quarter of the amount of time. I can essentially automate most of the jobs that people give me. So, you know what I mean? I'm not going to charge the same price. I'm not going to ask for that contract. I'm not going to throw in a bid for that contract at that same price. Now, the mainstream people, you know what I mean? I'm going to be real with you. Mainstream, I can't remember the word for it, but, I put a bid in. I'm not going to put a bid in where every bid is in cash money, because they're going to see that and think I'm ridiculous. They're like, what are you even doing? So for the most part, I just get contracts through another person. You know what I mean? Like I'll have somebody who knows somebody, and they say, hey, this guy will do that job for you. And all you got to do is this or this or that, instead of having to pay him. And I said, sure. All right. Why not? And that's how that pretty much goes. But sounds like a good way to make money to enable to live the life you want. Yeah. I don't sell a system. I'm not a marketer. But I do my own thing. And when someone does, like go out of their way and ask for it, I'll help them out. You know what I mean? I'll help get them connected. When things get to the point that people ask to be like physically in person with me and asking to learn, I turn them down, because I'm not at that point in my life. You know what I mean? Like I'm out trying to learn still live my own life, get my own regular good old fashioned dollar up. So, I'm not really trying for that right now. But, if I could throw a resource or two your way, put you in a pipeline and make sure that you got something going for yourself, more than happily, because I've been living the way that I want to live for the past 10 years, longer than, what's it, 19, Wow. Yeah, for the better part of 13 years, I have been living the way that I want to live. And, I've had my time freedom and all that, if you will, that they talk about for about 13 years. And thank you. Part of how I maintain that, even with the fluctuations in the economy and the state of the world as it is, I live, and a lot of people know this of me, I live just about to the lowest of my budget that I possibly could, like at all times. You'll see me, I'll have, no joke, people are like, oh, you got all that. I got a pair of clothes, like I'm not even kidding you, the clothes on my back. And when they get dirty, I go get a new one, go get a new set. Or if I start to smell, obviously, I'll go get myself a change of clothes. And then I keep, I got my chest pack, but normally I don't even keep a chest pack. I'll keep my phone in my pocket, a nice big portable battery strapped somewhere that it ain't jumping around. That's pretty much it. Like, nowhere to lie. That's about all I keep on me. So, normally. Right now, I'm coming off of a nice little, what I would call a hiatus. I was immersed in some pretty serious work that was more digital and required me to be stationary. So, I gained some weight. I'm huffing and puffing a little bit. And I tell you what, I have never been this lethargic in my entire life. My entire life, I have not been in this the physical state that I'm in right now. And it'll take me a couple of months to snap my body out of it and get back to normal. But it's not bad, the work that I did got me pretty far ahead in my space and society itself. So, I'm going to be all right. And it's now afforded me the ability to not only continue doing my work the way I like doing it and doing the live streaming and all that, but that on top of that, no matter what I'm doing, I'll have an income. So, it was worth it. This past 2 years, pretty strenuous, not very favorable. But now that it's done, it's definitely, I did a lot of work that I did not want to do, but now it's done. And, I can get back to being with you on here and staying focused on providing you with some content and some travels. Cassie, sorry. Welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for the likes. So you are a subcontractor. Essentially, yeah. I've always been the person that, I'll get to the point of being the guy, and then I see what comes with being that person, and I don't want it, because that level of responsibility, it's it's then your life. It's not just something you're doing in your life. Well, let's sit for a little bit then. It's all right. We got time. Okay. I'm not avoiding my responsibility. I'm seeing that I have gone as far as I can in a space, whatever that space may be, or whatever that sector of society or, employment or finance may be, that I've gone as far as I could without having to choose that arena as an arena that I more than just dabble in, right? And so, yeah, so that's pretty much it. Yeah, dude, I don't get into all that, dude. I'm more of a connector. You know what I mean? I'm not, and those spaces aren't really up my alley at all. Because what they don't tell you, all right, something you got to find out on your own, is contracting. It ain't just security contracting. You know what I mean? You don't have to get into these high-level, high-pressure spaces. There's a lot of jobs. There's a lot of things you can do for people that don't require you to put yourself in danger. You know, you don't, and I tell you, for some people, they say, oh, it sounds exciting. Yeah. How do I say this without being insulting? You could watch a movie. It's not the same. All right. So, you know, unless you have a background in it, don't do it. All right. I ain't seen, you know, in my line of work, in that line of work, I should say, I have not seen anyone live through it who didn't have previous experience. So, you know, just common sense, stay in your lane, stay small, make your money, get out. Don't mind anyone else's business. You see something going on, you don't pay attention to it, it's none of your business. And that's it, you know? And you'll be seen as small or meek or even weak by the majority of the community in that space, in the contractor space. That is just fine for me. You know what I mean? I like what I get. I get like, you know, I get droppings, I get pennies, but it's a lot to me, you know, because pennies to them is like serious, you know, it's like, it's a lot. Okay. I'm just going to say it's a lot. So I've got no complaints. And that's as far as I want to go in that space, because it's some really serious stuff, man. And I'm not, you know what I mean? It ain't my cup of tea. It's not my alley. So thank you. They might kick me off of here for the broadcast for smoking on screen, but we'll see.
Really?
Yeah, they don't allow it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, I find it there. Look, it says it's found that there is a suspicious smoking violation in the room. Please adjust your content to avoid the punishment.
A suspicious smoking violation.
Dude, it's an 18 plus platform. I don't know. Do I know? No, I don't know who that is. No, I don't. Thanks for the hearts. Many videos on YouTube. Send me a message. I'll take a look. I'll see his I'll take a look at his content. If you're willing to send a, you know, don't send a link, but if you could send me like info about his channel, I'll be more than happy to take a look at it. I'd be thankful, is what I'm really saying. I appreciate when people send stuff my way, especially if it's stuff you're interested in. Phoebe, welcome to the broadcast group. New experience? Oh, geez, yeah, don't say that in here.
Red dye 7 putting on food.
Phoebe, thanks for the likes.
You know what I mean?
All right, give me 1 second.
If you really care about people's health, why don't you take red dye 7 out like every other?
If I shut down, I'll be back when we're doing the, if the broadcast shuts down, thanks for hanging out. Don't forget to follow. And I'll see you maybe tomorrow or another day. Possibly when we're going to see the tourist attractions, because we're going to go see some tourist attractions in Vegas today. Not just tourist attractions, but some local stuff too. So, you know, if I don't come live, I'll see it, but I might come live. I will be taking photos and videos and putting up the AI today. Like, I'm going to go and when we see these attractions, I'll take photos and videos for it. Lucy, welcome to the broadcast.
So that's the ultimate test of a man, I believe. Raising a family. But the second one is good. It's going to put you to, it's going to make or break you, man.
Oh, come on. There you go. Work from
He's
it.
18 out of it.
I'm back, Tegan.
Can we see Jethro? Who is Jethro?
18.
Codename Jethro. Who is this? Tell me. I don't
When
know.
I was younger. So Louisiana was the last state. Last state to make it 21.
And
The only reason they did it is because the government put.
what attractions will you get to see where you're traveling to? I have stuff on a list. I'm not really trying to share, as you can imagine. Like, not right now. Like, once I get in rhythm, once I get in the groove, I will. But while things are still up in the air, and I'm kind of like putting a system together for it, I'm not really sharing. Because, I mean, truth off the top of my head. So, but I got a list. So, it's mostly location-based, and I'm thinking about is how far away it is. Guy you're with, they named it Jethro. Yeah. They got a nickname for you already. Jethro.
Last name Toll.
Toll?
Jethro Toll.
Jethro Toll. All right. Get it. They're asking to come. They want to see you.
They don't smoke.
He's smoking right now. He said
Exercise my right as a grown ass man to smoke a cigarette.
he's exercising his right as a grown man to smoke a cigarette. He's laughing because I told him about, you can't smoke on screen. He thought that was funny. Me too. I think it's ridiculous, but it is what it is.
I mean, as long as everybody's grown, on the platform, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, it's 18 plus.
And if you catch your kids smoking, make them smoke a whole pack, and they'll probably never smoke again. Yeah.
Do I take requests? Phoebe goes the singer. Thank you.
Hey, tell don't disrespect. Just enjoy a cigarette.
He says no disrespect. He enjoys a good cigarette. Yeah. Do I take requests as far as what? Cassie, thanks for the likes. And if you are on Bigo and have not, you're still around from the old days when I was traveling around, and I don't know if you remember, I was that guy with the huge beard. That was me, walking around the country. I was on here. I think I had it as Step or Step. If you remember me from then, I'd love to see you back. If y'all remember me from then, I'm doing my best to contain things. Like to show Lake Tahoe. Looks like this. All right, get a screenshot. I'll put them on the list. Give me a second. Yeah, we're gonna. The three of us are gonna try. I got a plane ticket from a guy here, and I got to get a bus ticket from my guy over here. So I got to wait for my friend to wake up and see about getting the cash. Get this guy a bus ticket. That way we can all go. I tell you what, some of the people that are invested in me, they're very happy to see that I have people coming along, knowing that I'm going to be much more safe. I know how to take care of myself, but most of the people in my life, they know me from young, and just between us, between the whole world, internet, whatever. This part of my life is rather new for them. It's pretty new actually. They don't really know anything about it. I've been handling myself quite well independently for a good time now. For the better part of a half decade. It was a rough entry, very rough entry, because I was a quiet kid. I was like, like most of this part of my life did not exist at all. And push came to shove, and I had to survive, and it came out of me. Like it's in me somewhere. And I got blessed. I'm doing good. And I know how to handle myself a lot more than I used to. So, all right, getting on the Soul Food Thursday bus. Soul Food Thursday bus. Yeah, tell me about it. You got the info? Send me a message. I'm still waiting on your message as far as your YouTube guy. Oh, and anytime that's good. Yes, thank you. Anytime we're talking on here, all right, you're safe with me. I want you to know that. All right. Am I in Florida? No, sir. I built my resources. I built my network up pretty high. And I'm living pretty low for how high it's gotten. And, I in part did that so that I could fulfill the commitments I have here on social media. I put myself out here with y'all, and I want to fulfill that. I want to take things to the point where they belong, and I want to be able to connect with you on that level. It's only fair and appropriate. A lot of people that, when they get their out, they'll just take it. I don't really understand that when it comes to all this, because the value that you brought to my life and like how much you've been there for me, y'all flipped my world upside down and introduced me to the world itself in a very safe and proper way, and without the risk, and I couldn't thank you enough for that. And I want to make sure that I can bring to you what you deserve in return for what you've done for me. So Soul Food Thursday bus goes from Florida to New Orleans. All right, I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Thank you. Yeah, so as of right now, I'm in Vegas. I'll be in Vegas for another month. Then we're going to head over to California, Southern California, and we are going to trek up to Washington with a few stops along the way. I got to check in with a few people and, sort some things out. And then, we're going to work on getting a car once we're north. And if I'm not in a position to get a vehicle by the time we're north, then we're going to take a flight or a bus or something over to over to northern Maine. And we're going to trek down from Maine to Florida. And if we are not in a position to get a vehicle by the time we are in southern Florida, then by that time we will most definitely be limbered up and ready to hike the rest of the country and really start, you know what I mean? Because going along the coast is pretty easy. Inland is far more difficult. So should we make it all the way to southern Florida and do it that way, then by that time we will be physically prepared to begin trekking the, inland country, inland United States. And, we'll do that. So, excuse me. One moment. So definitely filmed Tahoe Yosemite Disney. Yeah. Thank you for the likes. Thank you. Thanks for the follows. Yeah, I tell you, another issue I used to run into when I say, even just a year or two ago, was, I would mention certain places or, people in the comments would mention certain places on live or certain things, and it would limit the broadcast or something would happen, right? Because it's like, protected or finances, whatever it might, you know what I mean? Like a financial discrepancy. Well, I thought to myself, I'm like, all right, I'm not in a position to purchase rights to be having these conversations. So I built connections and relationships. So now I'm in a situation where just about anything having to do with the United States, if somebody brings it up, I can talk about it. And it doesn't cause a problem, which is very, very convenient. I'm very thankful. But Phoebe, thank you for the follow. So let's see where we're at. What is this? Crown? What is that? I don't like that. I don't know anything. I'm not gonna bother with that. We're gonna leave that there. Yeah, so as you're coming in, if you're going out, don't forget to follow. I'm not your typical. You will have a lot of fun with me. I can 100% guarantee that. If you are seeking a digital experience, irrevocably, irreplaceable, you're home. And I mean that with everything in me. I'm the type where if you come on in here and you grab onto me, I won't let go of you. And I'll make sure that you got a safe place to hang out. I ain't gonna promise you I'm gonna be a nice guy all the time. All right? I get some moods sometimes. Sometimes I get bent out of shape. Maybe even live. But I won't let go of you. So if you're the type that you got people coming in and out your life or whatever you got going on and people ain't loyal to you, I could be a jerk sometimes, but I am just about the most loyal guy you'll ever find. So I appreciate your commitment to me. I'm thankful that you permit me to have a commitment to you. And you being here with me means a lot. So let me finish this off. We're probably going to get walking. Thank you, Matthew. And I'm going to have my days too where I might seem distant. Just understand that no matter how distant I behave, I'm here with you. You want any more of it? All right. Well, Well, I'll give you that coffee.
Sammy,
$7.50.
take around. I got around here to a fucking library.
All right. I'll wait out here, and then when you're ready, we'll head down the road and go see some of them attractions. Here's the thing. If we don't go right to those attractions, you know we're going to go back up that hill. We're going to sit. We ain't going to go out and do it. All right. Wonderful.
I'm not walk a little while and sit down.
Yeah.
Walk a little while and sit down. I'm not walking. I'm about 3:30.
All right. Why did I decide to what, Hollywood? What did you just say? Going good for you. What? You want to reword that? You want to edit that comment? That's my home. Listen, let me say it to you this way. Hollywood for most people is industry or business or tourism. Hollywood's my home. All right. Like living anywhere else, anywhere you might live. Hollywood is my home. As far as industry, tourism, things like that, I was never in Hollywood for that to begin with. I built relationships with people who are into all of that. And, I like it. I'm really into it. I haven't quit. It's a thing where, as I've said before, I'm fulfilling my commitments. And, I'm in a stage of my life where I want to go out and have fun. I want to enjoy myself before I get to an age where I have to take things far more seriously. So that's what I'm doing. And, as far as how deep into Hollywood I am and how much I care about the people there in that area, especially with everything going on right now over there, I was advised to go off and do what I got to do, get my affairs in order and really just get my act together, and that once I do, then they would prefer that I come back. But until I do have my affairs together and my act together, I don't really have, there isn't really anything there for me to do for people or really for myself. So, Hollywood and I are not taking a break. We're not broken up. I'm just out working, if you will, and then I'll come home, One other state. Sing too. Yeah, I'm doing the singing. It's tough in this environment. For the next month, I won't be doing as much of the singing. I might throw a song on there. You're mentioning it. Maybe I'll throw a song or two up. I know I'm not the best. The auto-tune helps, but, I'll do some of that. I was actually going pretty good and taking off quite well on the that Sing Star. It was doing pretty good. And I'll do more of that. I will. As far as the acting and the modeling, acting, it's the kind of thing where because of who I'm in with in the acting space, I'm really not, these are people that have spent their entire lives acting, spent their entire lives, I don't have a way to compare. You know what I mean? So should the day come where I start getting more into it, I will. As far as right now, acting is something that, I'll do as a layman's thing and as a therapeutic practice for myself on a health level, just not professionally necessarily. And, I might work it into what I'm doing online, but we'll see. And as far as modeling, I'll do the independent, take photos, stuff, put it on the internet. But it's the kind of thing where I figure I'm maintaining the platform. I'll let people come out the woodwork and have something to say. Yeah. If they do, then that's what then I'll get more into it. And if not, then it is what it is. I'm kind of just leaving those three things up in the air, or the two things up in the air, and I'll do a little bit of the singing. But, for now, I'm occupied. You know what I mean? I have a life already. I had a life, before Hollywood became my home. I already had my own life and my own goals and things I was doing. And, I got delved into the community. I did everything I could for my family there, and family being in all means of the word. And now I'm gonna pick back up where I left off, and uh, keep putting stuff out there for you, because that's the commitment I had going already for a long time, and this is what I know, what I'm good at, and where I'm comfortable. So you get in where you fit in, and I'll get into the more serious stuff as it comes my way. As it finds me on the internet. The way I see it is, if it's meant for me, it'll come, and if it ain't, it won't. I already have my own thing that I'm doing, and we'll see where it goes from there. I learned plenty, and I'm very thankful for what I've learned. I'm making sure to honor the people who taught me what I know in reference to anything having to do with Hollywood. And beyond that, it's up in the air, Trying to break an egg. Getting into dancing. Here's the thing. I like to dance. I do. I'm not going to lie. Pretty much any type of dancing, I do like it. I've just never been in that space. And so, I'll sit on TikTok and I'll watch them dance. I'll watch them do the hip hop at the studios and the ballet. I watch, believe it or not, I watch ballet on the TikTok. I like many different art forms, and I enjoy watching listening to the classical music, and I'll watch the orchestras and whatnot on TikTok. But I would say that dancing is definitely last on the list. It's very cool, but until I'm like fully inundated in the entertainment, which may or may not come, I probably won't really be doing any of that at all. So, it interests me. It's just kind of like on the bucket list as opposed to on the to-do list. So, yeah. But I do see that, viewership is going down a bit. We've been talking for a while, having some fun. I know y'all are enjoying my company, and I'm enjoying yours. But, I'm going to get in here, get my guy coffee, and then we're going to head off and, go see some attractions. So I'll talk to you soon. I appreciate you hanging out. I hope you have a good day, or, get some sleep, depending on where you're at in the world. And we'll talk soon. Thanks for hanging out.
Fuck you, James. Fuck
Don't
you.
forget to hit that follow button on the way out.
Hit your own ass. All right, that was from James Saroka. Mother effing Saroka. Bless you. Shout out to Steve. Give him a like and subscribe because he also does some James content too. No, let's show some love. Okay. So did you all enjoy my premiere? Do you want to watch it again? Let me end this poll. Hold on. So, anyways, I hope you're all doing good. That is wild of what he... I was so lucky to even catch a freaking live of this man. I'm surprised. Oh my goodness. And I was in the middle of doing a premiere too. I was actually ready to extort the video until my notification of Vigo went off and I said, fuck! I got it. So, let's see. Oh my god, it was a crazy fucking day today. Oh, Hatfield, I'm telling you, he's fucking skinny. He's gotten more skinnier. But at least it's good to know that he's still in Vegas. But right now, what he's trying to do right now is he's basically trying to, I don't know where the fuck he's going. And I hope he's not trying to go to his ex, because that would be fucked up. Because he never learned his lesson. It's ridiculous. All right, so I'm gonna replay this premiere real quick since the votes are in, probably 1 or 2 people. Okay, let's do it. We need to hype that video, because I'm gonna do another one, and then I'm gonna make you watch it again on the other one. Ha 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 ha. And that's what I'm afraid of too, because when he does these little traveling shits, he really ends up bothering his ex, and he goes to jail for a little bit, and he comes right back. So I for the safety of Kate, I really do hope he does not harass her. I'm hoping he doesn't. All right, so this is my premiere. Suck it up. Hey, Bad Wolf. Wait, what? Wait, I'm confused. What's going on? Hatfield. Bad Wolf. Hatfield doesn't. He didn't mean you. He's just basically. He jokes around too. Just so you know. Yeah, I know you wouldn't, Hatfield. Remember, Bad Wolf is not used to your humor. No, he doesn't mean people like you, Bad Wolf. It's a common joke that Hatfield does. We all joke around, just like how I say to Hatfield, "Beer tip touch." And remember, that's Vaughn's his husband. They're a lovely bearded couple. We need to show them some love. All right, I'm gonna bug y'all with this premiere because I'm a bit of a show off and I want to hype this video. So, are you ready? Hatfield, you can't tell him your secret, how much you love him. Shh, it's a secret. Remember, it's a secret. You gotta love the beard. Just a tip. All right, I'm gonna play this premiere.
You stanky ass witch. You fucking shark tooth beaver.
Oops.
You flying fucking
There we go.
octopus. You little fucking southern burrito. You little flying hot pocket.
Enjoy. Time to dance. Let's go.
From the abyss.
Come on, y'all. Put some emojis and shut up the chat. Let's dance. Come on. No fighting. Come on. Shark tooth beaver. You flying fucking octopus. You little fucking southern burrito. You little flying hot pocket. From wherever you came from. From the abyss. From the abyss. From the
So what I said in Blaze's chat is what I said to you back then.
Welcome, babe. You're in Goral World. Crack my login like a
Cherry says,
into a world with a Discord.
but that's not what he's doing. That's why he said he talked to me and went right back into the drama.
Everyone's serving up overseas and bags. Somebody sees
This whole thing is so fucking lame. I agree with that 100%. Salad wants to come up? Okay. I agree with that 100%.
So before we continue, I actually screen recorded this, and I wanted to get the live chat, and I needed y'all to see how Von Britta was treated poorly because little Storm wanted a little attention. Wah. Now I'm gonna touch all of my shitty edits since people don't like it.
Hey, man, good to see you. No, but people are seeing this. People are seeing their true colors. We're not the ones that should worry. I'm okay.
Listen, this whole thing that's going on, listen, all I have to say is Carrie wants, it's her decision. She wants to, deal with that and, but discuss it with her, you know what I mean? I'm glad that she cleared that up. She did, she did discuss that, what she said, am I correct?
They haven't spoken since the drama.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. I want to see if he came back. Hold on. Alright, we're good. James is not live.
It's like, talk to the person about it. Don't come out here like they haven't been out here. She was out here once last the other day, and this all starts. I mean, no, let her breathe. Let her have her break. Let her do what she wants to do. That's just me. But yeah, it's been bullshit, Karen. It's been bullshit, and I feel for you. And I wish you were out there more often. I wish you'd come up with and stuff because I miss you. But these people, this is what they're doing. And then, okay, she's not around. She's doing her thing. So then, we're gonna go to the next person, the next person, the next person. What are you trying to get a message to Carrie to relay a message? Because we'll do that for you. But seriously, don't come after people.
They all said, oh, why didn't Carrie send an email to Val if she had a problem with what Val was saying? And Val was like, why didn't she send an email to me instead of talking about her? Has anyone emailed Carrie? Yeah. Actually, I don't handle it. But no, you guys all have made content about her every single time, hour on hour, and then want $100 to drop her DMs when it's really not proving anything. It's not anything at all. Yeah. But then there was that same edit, it says the device not connected. So that means I cannot let you off. It's not giving me an option. I press her directly she's wrong. Oh, okay, there you go.
I don't know. I just don't know. And then it's like, okay, if Carrie chooses to ignore you or chooses to do it, it's in the court now. You got your response. To go further with it, it's not about you as a human being. You know what I mean?
100% that was huge fire. She went on yesterday, 2 days ago, and said that husband called the police, and then Kate answered the door. Mother called the police and so on. That's a lot. And she's like, oh, well, I told that to her.
Yeah, and then she's like, asking me, is this true? Do you believe you were there? And I said, yeah. And then she's like, well, you just admitted that, you called the police. No, I admitted that I was in the job on panel, and we spoke about it. Big difference, right? Big difference. So the flip-flopping of the words, the twisting and the manipulative, responses that these people want, it's so funny. It cracks me up. It's like, you just asked me a question and answered it. You just wanted to make it more of an issue. You wanted to say Flo has announced that something called cop. No. Jesus. Like I'm not talking about. Please. These people do not get to me anymore. They do not get to anybody anymore. You can keep preaching and reaching, and still you're going to get the same active response every single day. I'm not here for Hussey or Carrie or Blaze or anybody comes out here. It's going to be the same response back to you. Get used to it. Buckle up.
Yep. Democrats try to explain it and it must infuriate the other groups. No, these people are all, I really don't want to bring up other content creators' names to give them crap or whatever. I can say it this way. More content creators now want to join in on the harassment and bullying of me and Karen. That's what they want to do. Go ahead. You think I've been dealing with this like 6 months into my YouTube career. I've been dealing with this online harassment and bullying. Everything is already out there. Certain people, and do not mention any names, please. Certain content creators are doing the deep dive and they want to expose. Expose what? Videos from 5 years ago, 4 years ago that everybody has already seen millions and millions of times. And then now coming up and lying and saying, oh, Hussey's unappreciative about the money and you give Hussey so much money and this and that. The only reason, first of all, you don't know what's in my heart. You do not know if I am really unappreciative. Okay? You have no idea. When I say thank you hundreds of times, that means I'm appreciative. You turn around and say shit like that to lie to people that donate, so you turn them off from sending me donations. That's how Monica's backstage. I don't see her backstage stuff.
And you know what? I can tell if somebody's genuine by the tone of their voice. That's how mature I am. Okay? And I can tell when somebody's faking that and that. And you ain't doing that.
They do that purposely, so they try to get people to stop donating. Somebody else asked me that question, and I love her very much, and she's in the chat right now. She says, why do people say that? I never thought that way of you. I said, because they want to turn people away. They want to get people that donate to me. She goes, I never felt that way about you. Yeah. I said, because I am appreciative.
Yeah, that's it. That's why. People don't seem to understand that about many people. You know, especially out here. And I think it was, hey Monica, I think it was a great thing what you said on Police's channel earlier about people, what was that, like hanging out with them in real life and online and all that. Because that's the truth right there. That's the truth. And if you're in somebody's chat, like I can tell you instantly, it takes me less than 5 seconds to figure out a person. I don't know why, it just ain't like that. If I have a feeling about somebody, it's kind of like, okay, I'm optimistic about that person. And if I choose to go forward with that person, and they make a mistake or I make a whatever, I'll try and squash it, and if it keeps continuing to happen, then you know what? Joke's on me, you know. But at least I give people a chance. And at least I like to know somebody. And, I put my heart into it. And it hasn't been broken. It's been broken tons of times, to the point where it's okay if it gets broken, because that's what life is about. It's not the sunshines and, strawberries and roses type of shit, My mom never promised me a rose garden. I'll tell you.
Right.
Yeah. I did that.
Thank you for the person that sent me a PayPal. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I guess one gets left. Carrie says, I really appreciate the support. I'm really tired of things being about me.
Yeah.
That's to be getting old for y'all too. I just wish they would move the far along, but they never do, never.
Yeah.
No, they don't. That's true.
I wish that they would too, Carrie. I wish they would,
Oh, Carrie, I'm sorry, Ellen.
No.
So somebody called me. Well, no, they texted me first and said, what is this that I'm asking you? What is this that I hear that you and Carrie are talking shit about me? Carrie, I think I texted you this, but I'm not going to give this person's name. I said, what? Yeah, they're telling me that you and Carrie are talking shit about me. I said, did they send you any screenshots or voice messages or no? And then, do you remember when I was on your panel, I got a phone call and I had to leave abruptly the other day? Anyway, that was because this person was calling me. And I picked up the phone. Oh, you don't remember? Hold on, I'll text you this person's name. And I spoke to them, and I said, that is not true. And, hold on. I texted it to you, and he said, I've been off the internet for so damn long, I don't understand why people gotta bring my name up, why people gotta talk about me, why people gotta send me screenshots, they wanna put me into the drama, now they're lying and saying that, you and Carrie or whatever, talking about me. I said, why would I talk about you? And first of all, I would not do it behind your back. Whatever I say, you guys, I say it online. I'm not in Discord to talk about. I'm not even in Carrie's Discord, and she's the closest friend. Okay? So where would I talk about you? You've given me no reason to. These people lie. They all don't believe what they say unless they show receipts, you guys. They lie on me, they lie on Carrie, and they just lie.
They just lie, period.
Yeah, so now they're saying we're fighting. Okay, sure. No.
Carrie, why are you fighting with us? No, I'm just joking,
Yeah. It's always lies with these people.
If they want to lie, maybe if they're calling you guys liars, then why don't they go over to the other people and see how bad they lie? Why don't you go over to Jesus, the one that had the food stamps taken away from her on her EBT card, that lied, that never showed proof, never showed a receipt about it. Come on now.
Hey, Rachel, it's good to see you.
Yeah, I'm just so tired of these people. Like, well, I heard this, and I want to see receipts. I want to see the receipts. That's all. Bring it up. Bring it up. Bring them up.
If you ever want to come up now and talk about why you did Blaze that way, I would like to know, not once, not twice, how many fucking times you did that to her. And now you're kicking it with that dumb bitch unicorn girl? And didn't you start drama in Carrie's channel when you first came around? That's why I never gave you the time of day. Never talk shit about you, but I never gave you the time of day.
And why was she coming up on my channel and in my chats? Oh, this is such a safe place. I love it here. Yes, it is a safe place. Not out here. I get the calmer person.
Yeah, they'll never do the thing.
I think, what? There's glitching going on, too. Tons of glitching.
Oh, he was blocked? David, went on, while I was on panel, I went into YouTube Studios. I have a people blocked.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't see his name, but I'm glad you're here. I'm glad they fixed it. He finally did something in 5 fucking years.
He's a good guy.
He did his own. Oh, yeah, Ed Miller was good.
Don't you talk about David Anthony that no.
Oh my gosh. You have to extend the whole list to search. I thought I did. I don't know. Oh, hold on. Gary said something. I missed it. I'm trying to follow it up, but I'm really just done with the drama. I had to change silence, speak silent. Yeah, Gary, I'm done with the drama too.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. We all are, like there's so much else going on, that we can, talk about and whatnot. And you said that you were doing true crime. Let me know and I can hook you up with some cases and stuff that I know about, or, shot cases for you,
Oh, I'm doing true crime.
Carrie is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's what she wanted to do. She wanted to do some cases and stuff. And I think that, if you switch over to a different type of, genre, then things seem much better because your mindset is focusing on that more than what was going on, with this other. Because these people are just they're nothing. Like, what do they bring to the table besides talking about other people? Nothing. So I think we just keep doing what we're doing, and we got. Listen, I'm gonna admit I got sidetracked for a little bit, but I bounced right back up. I'm gonna, do my thing, and yes, I will add a little bit of flair to it, with the other people. But other than that, I mean, I can do everything. I can cover everything and everyone. I don't have to just be on like one particular type of genre like these people are,
Great. That part, thank you for the super chat on the point and laugh full stop. It ain't that serious. No. My goal when I come on is to just have a little fun. Make everybody laugh a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's it. That is really what I care about. If I do that for the rest of my career on YouTube, I achieve my goal.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. Hey, Ladybug, it burns.
Pepper Sweet, thank you again for the super chat, honey. My 9-week-old naked Chihuahua. Puppy Pablo. Oh my gosh, what a perfect name. His voice. That is so cute.
Show my Luna, she loves your voice too.
Oh.
She sits and watches you with me.
A group Chihuahuas, Charlene calls them Chihuahua, I started saying.
Chihuahuas.
They grew on me a lot. They're so small, I see people carrying them around while they're up, and they're always shivering and shaking. They're so teeny tiny.
Yeah, and it's funny, like my wiener dog, she's a mini wiener, and she's like she reminds me of like a Chihuahua. But she's always shivering, and even with the coat on and the little vest and jacket, she's still shaking. I think that like they get overwhelmed because they're so tiny that the world's such a big world, and when I take her into Manhattan or into the city, she's like always like looking around and so cute.
Let's see. Inactive people get booted. Right, you said that from the very beginning. The Discord is for people who interact, not watching work, waiting for screenshots. It's my deep space, so I want people who actually participate. That's it, though. Correct. She's always said that. If you do not engage, you are going to get booted. But if you want to come back, let me know. That's me. What is so fucking weird about that?
Absolutely nothing. That's a good tactic to have because, why would you want people in there not saying anything?
Exactly. That makes sense.
I think that's why I got booted from mod chats all the time because I don't say anything, and I
just, as much as I had to pick a Discord to be in, it would definitely be Carrie's. But I talk to Carrie on the phone or send her a text message and stuff like that. And I talk to everybody else here.
Yeah.
I don't really do never did. The Discord, it's just not me.
Yeah. I did Discord once and they hacked into mine and then I couldn't get back in. Or I would have, joined Carrie's because I know that she does those movie nights, which I love. I love anything with a movie night, popcorn night. But, that's alright. I mean, maybe YouTube will open up or another platform will have where you can have movies on there and have, because I used to do that on Facebook all the time back in the day. I would have clips from, watching horror movies or something, and we'd watch a half-hour clip and then go back to where we left off and then watch it, continue to watch, because you can only have a half hour back in the day, but I'm sure that there's other platforms you can do that on.
They say in chat, you know what? I like coming in here because I feel safe. And I know YouTube is not a safe place.
Yeah.
I try to keep it as safe as possible. I try. And sometimes, I fail, but it's never intentional. But I do want to keep my people, my community, on a different level, different standard, I'm not going to show content of just anyone. I'm not bringing that into my community. So if I don't have content, I'm always going to have content because I'm going to speak to my people. That's going to be my content.
And it could be about anything. It could be about you going to the supermarket. It could be about you going out one night. You can have a panel with people, with different things going on. That's content. It's not all about this one said that, about this or that, I mean, it can flow back and forth. And that's what makes it safe, because you are allowing people to interact with you and have their opinion. And that's why I always have people say, you have a safe channel. I feel safe here. Ladybug can tell you, she's known me, since 2020, and we have this thing where I will always have a safe place for people to go and vent. I mean, you can come in there and vent about anything, and I'll be okay with it and have you up on panel. And it could be a different genre going on, and from a different community, like Amy and Granny Family, they came in my chat one day and we spoke about that lady that, Kate, what was it, Jessica with the egg, so it didn't, people were confused, but people were in there telling them what was going on, so it didn't confuse them, so it's I'm a cluster of everything, and so are you, But I'll tell you one thing, Rep is not going to go to Brooklyn, okay? They can't afford it.
Hell no.
No, they cannot.
Rep is not. No. Could you imagine the two of them walking Fifth Avenue?
Walking in front of Tiffany's drooling.
I know, right?
Oh my God, Red, wouldn't that look spectacular on my head, that crown? And the Tiffany guard coming out, get away, no.
Cat's delicatessen, I would love a good pickles, right? All the smell. The pickles is just, yeah, wow, this smells great. Guys, you would love a sandwich if anybody could do. Yeah, no problem.
Oh, Jesus, I can't. You see them walking down Flatbush Avenue, no, Atlantic Avenue.
Yeah, right?
The Middle Eastern stores. They do it, what the hell are you doing here?
You give samples?
You give samples?
Not yet, bitch.
Going to the little Italy, sampling the little mini pizza things up here.
Oh, she would love Little Italy.
Sitting at a cafe table outside.
Right?
And there's
When the weather gets warm, like in the summertime, those cafes outside are packed.
oh, they are. You need a reservation to sit outside.
I used to vlog out there all the time because I used to go to Chinatown, Little Italy, Canal Street, and I used to take everybody. And we used to walk by those tables and umbrellas and stuff. It packed. Lots of deals too at lunchtime, like you could eat pasta for like $12.
Oh, yeah.
Wine and stuff like that. I mean, there are places to eat that are very affordable, and there are places that, are going to cost you a pretty penny. You just gotta know where to go.
Yep. And there's, Chinatown. I love those dim sums restaurants.
Me too.
Oh my God. And they have good deals too. And they also have people outside promoting it. So you go in, but you have to know the right place to go, I mean, some of them.
Please tell your friend to leave me alone. I am not doing well. All right, I'm gonna ask Von Berto, if you could please just not mention Storm. She literally doesn't do any content on any channel other than doing her diamond art. So if you could please have a little respect for Storm, I would appreciate it. She is my moderator, and I hold my moderators, very special to me, so I would appreciate that. She did not attack anyone. She just gave her opinion, that's all.
I don't see Von in here.
That's Storm. Yeah, he did stop in here, and I think
Oh, okay.
Unicorn Girl is not my friend or something.
Oh, no.
Oh, you want to come up? Okay. Hold on, sweetie, hold on.
Yeah, I'm going to start flocking out into the city myself, when the weather gets nicer.
When the nicer, we'll go out to lunch.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. You don't have to go see Miss Dissection or Deception or all the way to Texas to go see that bitch.
Oh, please, no. No, thank you. I could just see what my wallet would look like at the end of the day with that bitch.
Did you come on Tuesday?
Oh, no.
Oh, yes, for sure. Hey, Blaze.
Hey.
Hi. Hey,
How are y'all?
We're doing good.
Just in a minute.
Yeah, I know, it's been a while. I'm sorry,
Okay.
Hey, Kate, man. Have you been to buy a house by any chance? I'm curious because someone said to me that there's, the door is still shut, there are new signs.
Okay.
Or I'm curious if you've seen anything.
So, oh God.
Talk to me. What's happening?
Well, Bob Beardo sent me a message. I missed what was said to Storm, but he said he was told. He said, what's the deal? I was told to go into Hussey's chat and let them know that Unicorn Girl is not like my friend. I don't even know what the fuck is going on, but I figured I would call you and let you know she's not my friend. So I don't know what's going on. Well, I was gone.
Did someone say that they were promoting or something? I don't know. It was really not even a big deal, to be honest with you. But if he wants to clear it up and say they're not friends, then fine, they're not friends. But I don't remember exactly what was said, because it wasn't a big deal.
I have no idea. I just got back here.
Yeah.
I can't read messages and chat while I'm driving, people.
Are you back? Oh.
Yeah, I'm back home.
Okay.
Otherwise, I won't have heard.
I'm still here, James. I'm just getting stuff together.
I'm kind of confused about this whole situation. All I know is that stay away from Unicorn and what's her face, because they make no sense. They're all just a bunch of,
I'm not driving, Rainbow. I'm not driving.
Okay, I'm sorry I confused you guys.
Caitlin's cool people.
Okay.
I've known her before you even started a channel.
I think that it was Christian C. Christian C is the one that goes to the house. That goes to
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like with
I can
the
understand why that
Kristen with the KR.
Yeah. We got you, Randall. We got you. Hello, Randall.
Old hat, that's
Randall's
right.
cool.
You got some fucking nerve. In the old edge.
You want me to go ripping on you, Monica? You like it
I saw a community post from Unicorn. She was saying to promote Vaughn, and his mother is ill. My sister is dying from stage 4 C word. I don't like to say that, and has 11 months. Yeah, I remember you had told me that. I hope I'm sorry. I'm sending prayers your way again, Storm.
Same.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Storm. Yeah, I think, there's a lot of people on here that are going through some things that I've seen. And Joy, I definitely have to get in contact with her. We need to start up a little something for Joy.
This is so much.
Yeah.
It is. Sometimes it gets to be a lot.
Yeah. But I think that, I've seen this like every decade kind of going on because you just get a decade full of sick people and it's valid because we're getting older, sadly, this happens.
Talk about yourself.
Yeah. Sorry.
Just kidding.
Just joking.
So I guess Podcast left.
Who left?
Wow, first. He said, hey, Raccoon Man. Did
Oh, yeah. I was gonna, I had heard y'all talking to Whopper. I said in your chat, I put him out essentially because of his lack of accountability and he kept dragging it on.
Okay.
That's why, that's my right, that's my channel. Now he has other people, what was it, sniping my live, saying I dragged him.
That was actually me that said that, Blaze. Technically, he was kind of getting dragged in your chat. And you blocked him because he didn't really do anything. You blocked him just to please Carrie. No disrespect. Let's be real here. I said what I said. He got dragged and you allowed it. And he answered the questions very respectfully, of course, actually.
I didn't drag anyone. I just told you can't be in here because you're causing too much of a problem.
You blocked. You better tell me who did it. Let me guess. Isn't that a nasty old David? Who blocked it? I'm curious. It went good. It went good.
Wafters,
had the day. Look at
David and Randall blocked you.
Randall in the message.
Well,
Interesting. Hey, just the person.
What's up, JP?
Frankie Flowers, hello.
everybody.
Don't worry, I will not be going to your channel, Blaze,
Johnny,
or
long time
anything
no
like
see.
that. I
How are
wasn't
you?
planning to anyway. And just do me a favor. Don't come in my chat. Just don't. Just don't. Just to save yourself problems and to save myself any more problems. Just stay out of my chat, okay? You support Vaughn on your own channel. Just Blaze, don't come to
And
the chat.
then they come in here and
Fallon,
I never
you're
said
you're not
that.
welcome
You
here.
never said anything good about us either.
So
Exactly. When you come in here and say something good about somebody, that different story.
I don't know if you heard, but
my cat's being bad right now.
I wanted to ask, what's her name? Misdirection?
Misdirection?
Misdirection. Okay. So I
Because your eyes get crossed sometimes, just
I wanted to ask her what her problem is, why she did what she did to you. I want to fucking know why. Why are you licking the unicorn girl's butt now? Because you have an issue with Blaze. You don't go over there. Like, this is what I don't understand. Y'all people are just so desperate to be somewhere because y'all have nothing to do that you just go against everything you said 5 minutes ago just to fit in somewhere.
Spock has told me that he would just, at one point he said to me that he wanted to, he finds it safe over by my place because he can fit in easily. And then makes this direction. And I was like, well, okay. And then that kind of led me to believe okay, there's something going on. If you're saying that, because not everybody says that. The people that I've known in my chat, the subscribers will say it's very light here, or it's, I love it here, or, something like that. But he's like, it feels very easy to fit in over here. Okay, what are you fitting into? So that made me lead to believe that they're going over there to find a place to fit in with. What's your agenda with that? There has to be, you see what I'm saying?
What I was trying to say is, we have a mutual friend, and it's in my comments too, that, has emails between them, and it was kind of like a setup, I guess. In his mind, and it makes sense to him because he's seen all the emails, and you know Misery. Fallon, it was Misery because we've been mutual friends, this entire time. Whether Mistress and I had a falling out or not, I was still friends with Misery, so was she. So essentially, it was like a plan just to fuck me over somehow. I'm not exactly sure what the plan was.
I'm sorry, but can you read Randall's comment? Nobody's getting hard by looking at Mistress.
Unless they're using
I love Randall.
I do. Randall, you're good. Thank you for the catch up. You sent me one yesterday or earlier today. Thank you, honey.
Yeah, Randall, you said
oh,
and
Randall, you too. Sorry.
It's okay. And 2 people sent me a cash out just now. I sent you a heart back.
And I make for it all the time.
Sorry, go ahead. I just wanted to see Randall's comment.
Basically, I guess it was just a setup. They were just trying to troll me.
Okay, I think I got this gist of that. Hold on, let me see if Jimmy Boy is on Bigo. Let's see. Oh, I guess not. Alright, well. That's enough for now. There's no other recaps to do. I'm in the middle of working a premiere, so be on the lookout for that. I am going to go because I have things to do. So I will be uploading a premiere, and I will be dropping sometime today, and then we're going to do a recap of it later. The first one was the recap of Hussy's Live and what went down there with the chat. I am going to do a premiere in regards to what went down in Blaze's chat. So, and this is transformative. and fair use, just to be clear. I'm not insinuating any hate towards these people or taking clout or views. Okay? Stay kinky, stay pervy, stay vanilla. And also, happy 35th birthday, King Cobes JFS. Fuck sickos. Fuck trolls. That's what's totally what's up. For the tubes. Snakes in the chat. Gone too soon. Party hard with Ozzy, man. Voiceless out.